Welcome, guys. We have our little tournament for Platinum players. Whoever wins this will play in the PM's HUL Clan War and will represent the Affinity Platinum players. I'm joined here by Morris,
Yo.
our little person that does all the Chief StarCraft administration side, and I'm his assistant, and I'm honored here with my little guest Outlaw.
Yeah, hey, I might be having a little bit of trouble with the game, but I am here as present as I can be. I hope my game client didn't crash. And it looks like it did.
Well, that's kind of sad.
Aww.
Crap.
I hope the,
Sad
I hope
panda.
the, does the game continue without me?
It does. It will. It'll eventually
Well,
drop
I
you.
tell you what, if you ever have any questions for me, I am a walking encyclopedia of StarCraft knowledge, and PvZ is a really, really interesting matchup that I can shed some light on. It has changed a whole lot.
It's my favorite.
I hear it's a lot of people's favorite. It's a lot more dynamic than it used to be, but even back in the Brood War days where I specialized, ZVP was probably one where the most creativity came out.
I just see so many interesting plays. Like, I was watching a game the other day, and I never thought of this. Force field, split the roaches up. Guy
Yep.
highlighted all of his front roaches and burrowed them and just pulled them all back. It's like, yes, an outlaw has been dropped from the game, unfortunately. This is going to be on GSL Cloud Kingdom. We do have InuLeX, who is down one game to the Protoss player Suspence, who pulled out a win with a Mortal Century all-in the last game. Now, he is going to be our purple Protoss player, Suspence that is, on the bottom left-hand side of Cloud Kingdom.
I'm actually excited to see this match. InuLeX is funny his way back up. So he gets to the winners part, or the grand finals, I should say, since this is basically the finals for losers bracket.
I have faith in you, InuLeX.
You can do it.
For those that did just jump in, what exactly happened in the last game?
In the last game, InuLeX went for 3 bases and was on Ling, and Mortal Century Push came out. He was able to scout it, delayed it with some Lings, and but eventually the push came anyway, of course, and he did have infestors by that time, but not enough for some money fungal growths, and just kind of lost it.
And, you know, that's kind of a devastating thing. You go for something that you believe will do a whole lot of damage, and when it backfires like that, it just opens so many opportunities for a Zerg player.
I was actually waiting for a counter attack by Lex that game, but it never occurred.
So was I.
And now I was rather depressed. I mean, I like these absurd counters.
I mean, Lex reacted well. He did drop a Spire as soon as he saw what he was up against, but just did not have those mutas out fast enough. By the time he did, the army was already in his natural. There's nothing really he could do about it.
Yeah, and then Stalkers got worked in behind it.
Yep. It was a good game.
See, what Spence is going to do, I don't like. He's dropping Gateway and Cannon first. He could be dropping his Nexus. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, because
Actually,
I mean, he scouted. He knows that he's not looking at a 6 pool. So why?
unless it's just like instinct now.
Yeah, it may just be habit. Somewhere along the ways he found that this was the safest thing for him, and he just stuck with it. I mean, we can speculate all the live long day, but
It's fun though.
you know what I just realized, Vampy?
What?
We haven't reported anything on the website, have we?
Oh.
All in due time.
Baby steps. Lex with the wherewithal to know that a cannon was going to kill his drone, pulls it back. Good awareness. His natural is about to pop. He is going to be slightly ahead economically. He is playing greedy. He's dropped that third hatch.
See, to me, with all the games I've casted in my lifetime, I find that rather normal. I mean, it was delayed, so he will be able to get it out a little bit faster and a little bit more safer, yeah. Then what he would normally do is just throw the Nexus out right before the gateway and the cannon and the pylon.
Is that a word? Safe?
Safer?
Yeah.
Safer? I thought you had to say like more safe.
No, that's better. You gotta say more better.
More better.
more,
Nah, actually,
more
no.
bestest.
That sounds horrible.
It is pretty awful, but no, you can say safer.
Safer's a word.
Yes, it is.
I guess we'll find out in the chat if it's a word or not.
For the record, I knew that this is kind of the boring part of the matchup, so.
Honestly, as a cast, usually the most difficult to see if you can come up with something good to say within the first 5 minutes, especially in this matchup where the build orders are a bit slower to start, but once the action happens, especially any Zerg matchup, it's absolutely balls to the walls crazy.
Yeah, actually, one thing to point out that Suspence pretty much took down his whole main, worker line down to his natural. Which, I mean, is okay. I just don't prefer it. Because you can just rally to your natural. Wouldn't that be easier?
That's what I actually, and I've heard some debates about that. What I like to do is, I usually don't transfer at all. I just change my rally point.
Yeah, I do that too.
Because when it comes down to it, you're getting, Stargate going down. Stargate going down for Suspense.
Ooh. See, Stargate play is probably one of my favorites out of all the timings and the windows that you can go for, because it actually gives Protoss a huge advantage so long as they live long enough for them to actually do anything. I used to love the timings that you see Artosis come up with some Zealots and Void Rays just to probably deny a third, especially with how Zerg play nowadays. It'll be interesting to see what he can manage.
I actually... Wait, forget Stargate. Pretty common. Although, in my recent builds, I've actually been trying to incorporate Stargate play because, I mean, how often do you see air toss in PvT or PvP? Not very often.
Huck has done it a few times.
I mean, like, late game.
Oh, late game?
Yeah.
It's pretty awful late game, not gonna lie. The carrier has been a constant debate of how good it is. I've seen some people on ladder and rush carriers, but, not as tangible results as something a bit more efficient.
One of the most common builds that I see from Protoss, besides the 4-gate in the Silver League, is the wall off with cannons. So they're Forge Fast Expand, and then Mass Voids.
That's like my favorite strategy of all time. That's like always been fun since the beta. That was
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Using that skill ray.
like if you ask a lot of the people that have been in Clan Infinity for a while, they could say my funnest build. See, that's a word that's actually more fun. See, that's the word I'm thinking of. More fun. The most fun build I've ever done was fast 2 Void Rays, and I just crushed my opponent's natural. And at Silver League, that's like devastating. Like mass Void Rays at like 6 to 8 minutes. Like, what do you do?
I remember one matchup, I don't know who I was playing against, it was another Protoss player in the clan. We were doing like in-house matches, and he got so mad because I went Mass Void Ray, and he's like, how do I stop that? And I'm like, get Vikings.
Not even, man.
Well,
Upgraded Marines.
Get Marines and Sim. They'll do something else besides what you just said. It's like, you're an asshole. Well, yeah.
why, thank you, you noticed.
These Phoenixes, 4 Phoenixes are moving out for Suspense. Meanwhile, his Dark Shrine just finished. His Fleet Beacon is almost done. He's got some more gateways. He's got a lift on the Queen at the 3rd, and with 3 Void Rays, or 3 Phoenixes there to pop some shots, it does not last long. Picking up some workers.
Does anyone else remember Mothership Rush?
Of course, I used to it happen.
Isn't that fun?
I do not.
It was fun. I think the first time I ever saw it was, once again, I'm gonna mention like my favorite Protoss player of all time, Huck. He's actually done it in tournaments when the game was relatively fresh back in 2011, and I think the chat kind of explained it in the game. His opponent just said, "Oh, wow, this is a thing." dot.
When did this
Suspense,
become normal?
A little behind on food. He did lose a Phoenix in that push. InuLeX able to respond. He's got a Spore Crawler up in each of his mineral lines. So good reactions from InuLeX. He is sitting on the layer, got a macro hatch going, and infestation pit about a third of the way done. Meanwhile, the Protoss player sitting on 4 gateways, 6 gateways, 7 gateways. Sorry, guys. Dark Shrine, Fleet Beacon is complete, and we're pumping out some more Phoenixes.
This actually reminds you of Bisu's build back in Brood War, where you'd rush out Corsairs, which were pretty much exactly like Phoenix. You move them around, take out the Overlords, and then DTs have the vision. But that was also back when Overlords granted vision right away. So in this case, I don't know how effective it will be, but you already have the map control from the Phoenix. It's going to come down to the Zerg player's ability to maneuver around the map and take advantage of the bit of greediness from the Protoss.
The Zerg player is still just Ling Muta. We do have some upgrades coming out. +2 attack already done, working on +2 armor. We have +2 attack coming out for the Spire. Mothership, that mama ship is on her way. For
Dude, your mama ship is so fat. That is all I can say.
I'd say mofo ship.
The mofo ship? I've called it that before, but...
I like the mofo ship.
It's alright.
Mafia ship.
A 4th base does go down for InuLeX. A bunch of Lings getting ready to stream, and maybe just clearing out the mid. Maybe they'll do a push. We'll see here in a second.
What are your thoughts on a possible Archon toilet?
I love to see those.
Pretty high right now.
And I see Archons being made.
No,
So
pretty high.
If the Zerg player is going to manage to defend against this, some of the most creative things I've seen is the Zerg player use Infesteds to make a wall around the Vortex so that the Archons can't actually get inside.
Oh, nice. These Lings are going to try to take out the 3rd, but a warp into some Zealots in addition to the army that was already standing cleans those Lings up fast.
So the only thing I like about this right now...
Oh, some Lings made it in! Some Lings made it in. We got 1 probe kill.
Wow.
They're focusing on some production buildings, though, unfortunately. A bunch of other Lings have destroyed all the workers in the natural. Finally, a response from Suspence. Control R? Yeah. Workers killed. 13 workers killed by InuLeX.
More shield.
Whoa! Holy lag, Batman. Check the encoder. And alright, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's good.
Hit by the lag bad. Bagman is the creepy guy in your basement disconnecting your Ethernet cables. Do not trust him. Do not leave him in your house. He's the guy that comes in and screws up your torrent download at 4 a.m. Then when you wake up, your music is ready.
I needed that episode of Squidbillies, you asshole!
No!
Big ol' flock
Not that any of us would illegally download anything.
Nope, never. We're good people.
I do, but only when I'm on, like, the library or some shit like that.
Right? I mean, StarCraft is a game that I would never understand why anyone would retire it. It's such a good game, why would you not just buy it and get complete access to
Natural is focused down by the mutas. Instead of turning around and engaging the this big old flock of Phoenixes, they're gonna try to run away, but they're not gonna. They don't have the movement speed. These Phoenixes are just gonna be able to pick them off as they climb back. We've got probably about now Lex deciding to turn around, but I think it's too late. He really should have engaged that when he had a decent flock. He is target firing, getting quite a few kills. Oh,
they like one-shot a Muta. I didn't realize that. They can one-shot a Muta
with a +1.
Yeah.
The Phoenixes do have +1.
Like how many 6 Phoenixes can one-shot a Muta? I didn't know that. I guess I know something now. That just tells you how much I go with Phoenixes.
8 Infestors in production.
Plus 2
Protoss shields is about to finish. Not warp legs. Charge lots. Getting ready to be ready. Ugh. I speak words gooder.
I
I
speak English goodly.
Yeah, it's alright. English is for people who speak it.
I
It
always,
is.
I always thought it was funny when I got a bad grade in English. It was like, how, son? You speak it.
Yeah, it's your mother tongue. It's alright. I speak fluent in Korean.
It's all good.
SD. Oh man.
I wonder how people actually got that.
A lot of lings, a lot of roaches. That's select larva and make a drone, for those of you curious. Right? Am I right?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Yay!
Chamois.
I is so
You do what to
smart.
who for how many
I
cooks?
is so smart.
Well, you see, we have an engagement down at the third of Suspense, and we see Archon Toilet coming down, hopefully, soon. No, maybe. Nope, not at all.
Everyone could use a little more Archon Toilet.
I love Archon Toilet.
That third is going to fall despite this response from the Protoss. So many zealots.
Oh man, that Archon Toilet.
That toilet picked up almost all of his zealots.
Little Zealot Toilet.
I don't think he got a single Zerg unit in that. We'll see.
No Phoenix went in there.
Okay,
Yeah,
there were some.
That's the new thing. Zealot Toilet.
Hey man, never underestimate the power of some incredibly fast, incredibly angry zealots. They're called zealots for a reason.
More Archons
he doesn't-
coming. We are looking at level 3 car pace for ground.
Oh, why doesn't Suspense have +1 attack?
He's just now starting it. He was favoring. He's already on to +2 shields. So I think he was favoring his air units. Wow, these Phoenixes are done.
Poor Phoenixes.
A lot of corruptors though.
The mofo ship its way. Give it like 30 minutes to get there. Okay, on the fourth is gonna go down. It's gonna cheat back to the third. You have corruptors and a lot of corruptors.
Like
He-
more corruptors than he could possibly need. Oh, a little misclick there. He's got some infestors running all over the place.
He's breaking down the rocks.
I don't understand why. This is a very strong push. A lot of charge lots. A lot of... Gosh, can't talk. Those things, Archons. The mothership toilet... mothership shows up. Vortex
Mothership
on the
toilet.
corruptors! That mothership isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Oh, there's a glitch. Anybody see the glitch? The morphing overseer that's stuck trying to warp in?
I saw that. That'd be awesome.
That was pretty sweet. The Archon toilet tearing up everything that it possibly can. It's just not enough. It's just not enough. These corruptors are idle. They need to be attacking the mama ship.
Sometimes
mama ship.
micro really is a deciding factor, especially in something like any Zerg player needs to really
So
focus
look
on the macro. And if
Look
they
how
get
fast that
behind,
mothership
troublesome.
died.
More from the Brood Lords right now. Brood Lords, go. Get the money first. I think this is GG.
Lex, no. Lex has another hatch.
Never give up, Nervous Run.
The Ultralisk Den is done. Let's take a look at the unit count. He is sitting on 6 larvae. Roaches are not going to be enough to keep all these lots and Archons back. And there goes the Ultralisk Den. Broodling's getting no kills and the GG from InuLeX. So that's it for InuLeX tonight. He has been knocked out, unfortunately.